somebody will love you. We need to be healed first sometimes. Sometimes we may be in a relationship and come out of it and just run straight into another one. Sometimes we just need to be healed. We need to spend that time with the Lord, fasting and praying, meditating on his word, loving on him so that he can show us who we really are. Sometimes in the midst of the silence which has to be broken, it just comes from us being concerned about the responses of others. And once again, that cap being put on us. And sometimes I think that this is me. I don't know, you can let me know what you think about this. I think that sometimes, like, when we're younger, I believe that, I don't know, could be the enemy. Someone knows that there's greatness, that God's put something wonderful inside of us, and he's given us a voice. And so when we're younger, I think that thing that happens from generation to generation is to silence people who really need to be speaking and giving their message and doing what it is that needs to be done. And so if that's you today, I just invite you to go before God. Like, just sit, easily. Just sit, like I'm sitting in this chair. Sit in his presence and just like, Lord, just tell him, like, I've been silent for so long. And things happened when I was a child that I didn't know what to do about. Like, talk to God just like that. And they told me I should be seen and not heard. And I grew up as an adult having that same fear of speaking up. And God, I give that to you. God, I release that fear of being seen and not heard, because I realize that you are bigger than anything that has tried to silence me. Anything that's tried to silence you. God is so much bigger. And I'm sure you have a voice and a message, and I'm sure you have some things that you need to share. You may need to, even if you can't find someone who you trust, then sometimes you have to find a counselor. Not because you're mentally unstable, and even if you're struggling mentally, you've got to talk to someone about that as well, so you can get the help that you need. And if that help, yes, we want to trust God. We believe God for healing. Sometimes the healing comes gradually. Sometimes it comes right away. Sometimes you end up taking medication and things until the Lord says, no, that's enough, or until your faith is increased. And not saying because you take medication that you don't have faith either. Like, that's a big lie. You can have faith and still take medication. Give me a break. Like, some of the things that we've been taught and we've accepted, we really need to be delivered from it, because it's just not true. Right? It's just not true. And so your voice needs to be heard. You don't need to suffer in silence, not another day. I invite you to go listen to the song. It's called No More Silent Tears. It's on SoundCloud. I also invite you to, I wrote this book called Don't Give Up. I'm looking at the cover. It's got a bunch of butterflies on it. And I said I would start reading from it, sharing with you some of the chapters, a little snippet here and there. But I will invite you to go. It's on Amazon. The ebook is up there, and also the soft cover, and it's called Don't Give Up by Yedida Spann. YEDIDAH SPANN. You can follow me on, not follow me walking down the street, but on Facebook. I'm on there. I'm on Instagram. Just to encourage you and to motivate you to push forward, to pursue forward, to be the best you that God created you to be, and never to settle for less. To use your voice to break the glass, break out of that glass, shatter it of silence, get out of there. You don't need to be bound or restricted, not another day. everything that God has called you to be. And don't be ashamed of anything that you've experienced or anything that you've done. We all make mistakes, and nobody can point a finger at anyone. We all need God, and we all have some growing to do. But we all need to start somewhere. And so that's what I wanted to talk to you about. We are not those little children anymore with grown-ups standing over us. And if you, not in fear, no more fear. No more fear. Someone will listen. Just start talking, start writing in a journal, get that stuff out. Don't hold it in anymore. We don't want it to make us sick, right? When we keep holding things in, we want to be free. Free to talk, free to live, free to trust someone. I invite you to come over to the group, No More Silent Tears. It's got that's what it's called. I think I have Beauty for Ashes on there and some flower or something that's on there. I might change that, so don't look for that. But it's called No More Silent Tears. And yeah, share your story and be free. Write it down. Someone's going to listen, and guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're going to encourage someone, and you're going to be encouraged yourself when you find out that you're not the only one. Like, I love to do my clap hands. Like, let me just clap hands, because we get to find out that we are not the only one who has been through some of the wild things, some of the hard things, some of the challenging things that we've been through. We're not the only one. And so that's why it's okay for us to share. Plus, we don't need to be bound by anything. And we don't need to feel like what we've been through is so difficult that nobody else has gone through it. And we don't need to ever feel ashamed. Now, yeah, if you are the molester, sure, you might feel ashamed, but yeah, you need to get delivered from that too. You need to ask God to deliver you, to forgive you, and get some help. Do something and leave those children alone. Because you are, if you are doing that, why would you want to destroy their lives? Maybe you don't care. Maybe someone did it to you. And that's why we need to talk about it. Because when it's on the inside, that generation and generation of someone just doing that kind of stuff because they don't talk about it. Don't talk about how difficult it was for them. We have to break these cycles. We have to stop it. And oftentimes it has to stop with us. It has to stop with us. And we need to allow our little girls to be free enough to be able to talk and to check in with our children. And to check in with adults, to check in with our friends, to check in with our family. Just to check in. Check in with that person who's walking down the street with tears in their eyes, and they may not want to talk to you. Check in with them anyway. Check in with the person who's on the train crying. You ever do that? Just couldn't hold it in anymore in your car? Just boo-hooing because it's too much? Go ahead and release those tears, but point them in the direction of God. Just when you're crying, sometimes you're just crying because you need to release. But when you release, God, just be like, God, please help me. God, here are my tears. Here is my pain. Here's my burden. Please lift it for me. Make it lighter. And forgive me where I need to be forgiven, Lord. I give it all to you. Deliver me. Set me free. So that the next generation won't have to go through what I've gone through. Speak up. Speak up. And sometimes I want to say this too. I know a lot of times we try to keep things away from our children because, we don't want to tell them and everything. But there are some things you're going to have to share with your child so that they know and so that they can make the decision. If it's something where they need to do better, that they can make a good decision. Talk to them, share with them. All right. Well, that's what I wanted to come on to talk to you about. No more silent tears. Yeah. If you want to drop a line, you can do it on Facebook. Come over to the group, No More Silent Tears. I'd like for you to come on over, especially if you feel like you're alone and all by yourself. You're not. You're not at all. Or you can www.yeditaspan.com or IamYeditaspan.com. If you write in the contact section, I'll receive your email and I'll write back. Or on Facebook or Instagram, either one. It's all there for you. It's not for me. I put it up to encourage you. I know we like to get likes and stuff like that, but it's a great thing to motivate and encourage someone and to hopefully be a part of the solution in someone's life by God's grace. To let them know to keep on going and don't give up. Don't give up. Okay, you've got things, wonderful things to do. Regardless of what you've been through. I know it's been hard. I know for some of you it's been really, really hard. It seems like it's one thing after another. But still, don't give up. Get in the right community. Find the right group of people to be there for you. Some loving, compassionate, God-fearing people. Pray and ask the Lord, who, please send me someone. And sometimes you have to look, but don't stop. Okay? Don't stop. Don't throw in the towel. All right, well, this was another episode of Real Talk with Yedita. As usual, I enjoy sharing with you, talking with you, and hopefully encouraging you and motivating you to never give up and to move forward, to pursue your dreams and your passion, and most of all, to know that you are loved by God even when you don't feel like it. It's not our feelings. It's His love. All right. Well, have a blessed day. Until next time.